The rain wasn't falling. It was attacking. Each drop slammed against the cracked windowpane of the South Bronx apartment like a fist demanding entry. The storm outside mirrored the one inside, violent, unrelenting, and suffocating.
Check if you're subscribed to the channel and write in the comments where you're watching this video from. We love to know how far our stories are reaching.
Sophia Hemphill lay crumpled on the cold tile floor, her left leg twisted at an unnatural angle. The pain was a living thing, clawing from her calf to the crown of her skull, devouring every nerve. She couldn't scream. Her lips were bitten raw, blood pooling in the corners of her mouth. Above her stood Damon Garrett, her husband. The man she had loved with every fiber of her being. The man who had just kicked her. $50,000, Sophia. His voice was low, venomous. That's all I asked for the business. And you can't even give me that? His polished shoes gleamed under the flickering fluorescent light, inches from her face. Parasite. The word sliced deeper than the kick. Parasite. She had quit her job at the prestigious law firm, for him. Sold the Park Avenue condo her adoptive parents had left her, for him. Emptied her savings, her inheritance, every cent of for him, and now, curled on the floor like discarded trash, she was the parasite. Damon leaned down, grabbed a fistful of her hair, and yanked her head back. Her scalp screamed in protest. Her vision blurred with tears and stars. That handsome face you loved so much was gone. In its place, rage, red and deformed, a mask of contempt. Didn't your parents leave you a house? He snarled. Sold it and hid the money behind my back, didn't you? Confess. The house. 3 years ago. I need heart surgery, sophomore. I'm dying without it. She had sold it without hesitation, handed him the check, kissed his forehead, and whispered, "Get better, my love." A lie. Sophia tried to speak. I gave you everything, her voice was a broken whisper. Liar. His grip tightened. Her neck snapped back further, vertebrae protesting. Please, she gasped, tears streaming. My leg, it hurts so much. Damon laughed, cold, hollow, a sound that belonged in a graveyard. Let it hurt. Maybe it'll knock some sense into you. Get rid of that smartass attitude. He released her. Her head hit the tile with a sickening thud. The world spun. Stars exploded behind her eyes. Damon walked to the sofa, picked up his phone. And then, his voice changed. Sweet. Loving. Tender. Yes, my love. I got the call. Just wrapping up a work matter. I'll be there soon, to you and our son. Our son? Sophia's heart stopped. The room tilted. A muffled sob from the bedroom door. The door was ajar. A tiny shadow. Isla. 4 years old. Barefoot. Eyes round with terror. Hands clamped over her mouth to stifle cries. She had seen everything. Damon heard her. His head snapped toward the door. And why are you crying? He roared. Stop making noise and go back to your room. Close the door. Isla trembled from head to toe. But she didn't move. She looked at Sophia. Fear. But something else. Intelligence. A spark beyond her years. Sophia, fighting the pain, shook her head barely. Then, with a trembling finger, pointed to her phone on the side table next to the sofa. Isla blinked. Understood. Damon turned to the window to light a cigarette, muttering curses. Isla moved. Silent. Barefoot. A kitten in a storm. She reached the table. Tripped deliberately. Ouch. The phone fell onto the thick area rug with a soft thump. How clumsy you are. Damon barked, not turning. Pick it up. Isla scooped it up. Instead of returning it, she slid under the table, out of sight. Her tiny fingers shook as she pressed the screen. Password April 15th, 21, her birthday. Sophia had taught her 4 emergencies. The screen lit up. Contacts. She scrolled with a trembling finger. Stopped at, beloved grandpa. Pressed call. Brought the phone to her ear. No sound. Terror. Then. A whisper, barely audible, choked with tears. Grandpa. Grandpa. Mommy. Mommy is going to die. Silence. 1 second. 2. 3. An eternity in the tense air. Then. A voice. Deep. Warm. Authoritative. Isla, my brave girl. You did so well. Can you tell Grandpa where you are right now? Sophia crawled closer, dragging her broken leg, lips to the phone. Grandpa, it's Sophia. 1420 Nelson Avenue. Apartment 3B. South Bronx, her voice trembled but grew clearer. Understood. No hesitation. Lock yourselves in a room. Don't open for anyone, including your husband. Grandpa is coming. The call ended. The screen went dark. Isla's eyes, still wet with tears, held a flicker of hope. Sophia pulled her close, hugging her tightly despite the agony. It's okay, baby. We're safe now. Grandpa's coming. Time crawled like a wounded animal. Sophia dragged herself and Isla to the bathroom, the only room with a lock. She barricaded the door with her body. Wiped their faces with warm water from the sink. I need you to be my superhero, Isla. Can you do that? Isla nodded, sniffling. Like Wonder Woman? Exactly like Wonder Woman. Outside, the rain softened to a steady drizzle. Drip. 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 The rhythmic sound on the metal roof was the only heartbeat in the silence. Sophia strained her ears. Then. A sound. Not Damon's motorcycle. Engines. Deep. Powerful. Multiple. Brakes screeched sharply. Doors slammed in unison. Footsteps. Firm. Rhythmic. Imposing. The landlady's voice, shrill and angry. What is this racket at this hour of the night? Who are you looking for? A gasp. Silence. Sophia peeked through the peephole. Her breath caught. For burly men in black suits is impassive, movie-like. And in the center? Alexander Monroe. No longer the kind grandfather of fuzzy memories. Tailored gray suit. Back straight. Ebony cane with a silver handle. White hair. Eyes penetrating. Authoritative. No one dared meet his gaze. Where is Sophia's apartment? His voice wasn't loud, but it carried the weight of empires. The landlady trembled, pointed. Alexander nodded. 2 bodyguards approached the door. Sophia. It's Grandpa. Open the door. Sophia's hands shook as she unlocked it. The door swung open. She collapsed into his arms. Grandpa. He held her tightly, patting her trembling back with a warm, steady hand. Quiet now. It's all over. Grandpa is here. No one will ever hurt you again. Damon's return. The motorcycle roared up the street. Damon parked crookedly, nearly tipping the bike. Saw the luxury sedans blocking the alley. The men in black. Sophia in the old man's arms. His face cycled, confusion, rage, fear. What the hell is going on? Who are you people? He stormed forward, pointing rudely. Sophia. Who is this old man? Alexander turned slowly. His eyes, blades of ice. The air seemed to freeze. So you are Damon. My granddaughter's husband. So what? Who do you think you are, breaking into someone's home? Alexander's voice was deep, grave. What is important is what you just did to my granddaughter. His gaze fell on Sophia's swollen, misshapen leg. One bodyguard understood instantly. Stepped forward. Voice icy, Damon Garrett. You are under arrest for domestic violence. Come with us. What? Domestic violence? Don't talk nonsense without proof. The evidence is the injuries on my granddaughter's body, Alexander said. And the cry for help from my great-granddaughter. Damon paled to ghost white. Looked at Sophia. Then at Isla, hiding behind her, clutching her leg. She had called. His own daughter. The one he ignored. He was speechless. Two bodyguards seized his arms, firm, unyielding. What are you doing? Let go. Sophia, say something. Do you want your husband in jail? Sophia met his eyes. No love. No pity. Only contempt. Cold. Indifferent. Alexander signaled. Another bodyguard handed the landlady a thick envelope of cash. This covers the rent he owes. And compensates for the inconvenience. As of now, what happened here never happened. Understood? The landlady's eyes widened at the money. She nodded repeatedly. Yes, yes, of course. I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. The escape to sanctuary. Alexander lifted Isla into his arms. The child, sensing safety, buried her face in his chest. Another bodyguard supported Sophia, arm around her waist, careful of her leg. They led her to one of the gleaming black sedans. Inside, a woman in a white coat. She's the family doctor, Alexander explained. She'll give you first aid. The car pulled away slowly. Sophia looked out the window. The modest apartment shrank. Damon, struggling, shouting, being loaded into a police van that had just arrived. The New York City night glittered with dazzling lights. But in her heart, a great storm had just begun. And at the end of this road, she would find truth, family, and a refuge she never dared dream of, the ride through memories. The sedan glided smoothly, worlds away from the crowded subways or Damon's rattling old motorcycle. The doctor worked gently, cleaned wounds, applied ice, bandaged the leg. No fracture. Severe soft tissue damage. Rest, ice, elevation. You'll heal. Isla slept deeply in Alexander's lap, exhausted from terror, safe at last. Sophia stared at the man she called Grandpa. Memories flooded back, blurred fragments from childhood. Christmas. Gifts piled high. This girl is smart. She'll be someone important. College tuition. Investing in education is never a loss. Funeral. Adoptive parents gone. You still have me. Job. Condo. For my granddaughter. She had buried it all under Damon's charm. Grandpa, her voice cracked. I should have listened. When you warned me about him. He stroked her hair. Arrival at the Hamptons. The estate rose like a palace from a dream. Gates opened silently. Manicured gardens. Classical columns. Warm golden light spilling from windows. Alexander carried Isla inside. Staff bowed respectfully. He led them to a spacious room on the second floor. This was your adoptive mother's room, he said softly. From now on, this is your home. Sophia looked around. Meticulously cared for. On the desk, a framed photo of her adoptive parents, smiling, happy. Tears welled up. After years of hell, she was home. That night, she slept deeply, no nightmares, no violence, no insults. Surrounded by love, the morning of clarity. Sunlight streamed through large windows, painting warm rectangles on the wooden floor. Sophia woke. Pain throbbed in her leg. But her mind, sharp. Clear. Isla slept beside her, angelic, peaceful. In the vanity mirror, haggard face, swollen eyes, faint bruise on cheek. But deep within, a flame. Rage. Determination. She showered. Slipped into clean loungewear left by staff. Downstairs, abundant breakfast. Alexander reading the newspaper. Beside him, a middle-aged man in glasses, impeccable suit, Mr. Davis. Did you rest, granddaughter? Alexander smiled, kind, proud. Sophia nodded. Davis stood, shook her hand. Miss Hemphill. The president has briefed me. I regret what happened, but you're safe now. The war room. After breakfast, they retired to Alexander's study. Bookshelves to the ceiling. Solemn. Intellectual. Sophia, Alexander began, voice serious. No time for lamenting. We act fast. Davis opened his briefcase. We freeze all joint assets today. Prevent diversion. Then trace every dollar you gave him. Sophia, joint assets? There's nothing left. I gave him everything. Davis smiled professionally. Legally, you're married. We review everything. And his business? We investigate. Alexander nodded. That scoundrel didn't just fail. There's more. Davis, 3 years of financial movements. No stone unturned. Davis, he's out on bail. Not worried. Spotted this morning, upscale cafe. With a woman. Photo, Damon and a beautiful young woman, intimate. Sophia's heart skipped. Davis, their relationship isn't new. Overheard call, the plan has gone awry. That stupid woman isn't as simple as I thought. The plan. Sophia was the stupid woman. This wasn't rage. It was a conspiracy, the unveiling. 3 days later. Davis spread bank statements. $500,000 plus transferred. None to construction. Flowed to Golden Future Investments LLC. Owner, Eliza Sterling. Photos. Miami Beach, 3 years ago. Damon teaching a toddler to walk. Birthday, Micah Garrett Sterling, age 2. Sophia's world shattered again. A second family. Built on her sacrifice. Tears, not weakness. Fury, the spark of purpose. That night, Sophia held Isla. Mommy, why did Daddy hurt you? Because some people are broken, baby. But we're going to be whole. Isla, will you be okay? Sophia smiled, real. Not just okay. We're going to change the world. The plan. Davis, assault charge is solid. For custody, fraud, annihilation, we need more. Alexander, dig. His past. Her past. The company. Sophia, I'm in. All the way. She studied files. Learned. Shell companies. Embezzlement. Tax evasion. She was no longer the woman on the floor. She was the storm epilogue, the seed. Sophia on the balcony. City lights below. Alexander handed a folder. Charity projects. Choose one. Make it yours. She stopped at Serenity Home, shelter for abused women and children. Her heart leaped. This one. He nodded. Pain can break you, or build you. And through you, others. The night the sky fell. Was the night it rose.
Check if you're subscribed to the channel and write in the comments where you're watching this video from. We love to know how far our stories are reaching.